Here, we wait 15 minutes past our time at a doctor's office, and we are absolutely complaining and looking at our watch and looking at our phone like, gosh, I need to be somewhere else. I need to be somewhere else. But they waited 45 minutes sometimes just for prayer. And that got to me so much and touched my heart completely.
Hello, I'm Pastor Bryan. I'm the recovery pastor here at Christ Church, and then I also help oversee the Ghana mission team. We travel to Ghana, West Africa each year and plant churches, do a medical mission, and just have a outstanding time of loving on people, but also sharing the word of Jesus Christ and sharing the gospel while being the hands and feet of Jesus. And what we're going to do today is we're really privileged to have our contact on the ground here in Ghana, and it's Joseph Oates, and he's been working with Christ Church for many years, and we'll get to meet him in a second. Then I'm going to have a couple of our team members, and we're just going to kind of share what the mission looks like, but also what they take from the mission, how it spoke to them, and just if you're really interested in checking out a Ghana mission and being part of it, this is a good place to start, especially if you've never done it, because we're going to answer a lot of the questions today and hopefully spark some interest in you to take the step of becoming part of the team if you're called to be part of an international mission team. So, and Joseph, why don't you introduce yourself and let everybody know who you are? So,
okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Joseph from Ghana with the Methodist Church. I've been working in the Methodist Church for many years as an evangelist, and by God's grace, we had the opportunity about 17 years ago. Reverend Dr. Kaika came to Ghana looking for somebody so that he can partner with and be involved in planting churches or just generally to do missions. And we started. During that time, it was a good program. So the church also got involved. And every year, since 17 years, they've been coming to Ghana to plant 3 churches every year. And in the course of that, they supported the country with 8 wells. And as I'm speaking, they have planted about 48 churches. We have 8 wells, and they have planted 48 churches. And I want to stand on behalf of the Methodist Church Ghana to tell the whole church, Christ Church, that you have done great. Now, one thing is I want to share with you is Kaika team always go to the hard places in the country because they have very, very young people on the mission. We always take them to the places where it is very difficult for people to go. And the joy is whether in the rain or they walk through the rivers and other things, but they are able to plant these churches in these areas. And on top of that, whatever church they plant, they try to provide places of worship. They give them pavilions so that they can have a place of worship. So this church is doing great. But I want to encourage you to do more because there's a lot of work in Ghana. And this year in June or July, they went to the hardest place where it's hard for people to go. And the joy of mission was really experienced. And I just want to share with you again that you need to pray for this church. You need to try whatever you can give to support the missions in Africa. I just want to encourage you to do that because God has a great work ahead of us, not just this church alone, that there are many, many, many churches where even we are planning, we are praying. As I'm speaking to you now, I have established a new office that we want to train more evangelists and train more people so that they can be on mission for the Lord, plant churches and leadership training so that they can also do more. Especially when when they came, we had a special training program for leaders. And I am sure we had over 100 people coming to that training program. And therefore, it is not only just church planting, but Kaika and this church is trying to raise leaders who will be committed to the work of missions in Ghana. Thank you so much for your support, and God bless you for all that you are doing. Whoever has given a dime, whoever has given $1 towards mission will receive great blessings from the Lord. May God bless you and keep you.
Okay? Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, perfect. So you get to see what we get to experience every year in Ghana, and Joseph's passion and his leadership, and he's really the boots on the ground for us. He works out the locations and helps with the place to stay, and some other just really does a tremendous work for us each and every time. So, and then I've got some other folks with me. If y'all want to introduce yourselves, so I know he wants a picture. So he wants a picture. So there you go.
I'm Dalton Williams,
and I'm Carmen Givens.
Okay.
That's all you said.
So how many times have y'all been to Ghana? Y'all are like veterans.
This year was my second time.
Second year and your third year. Okay. What was your first impression when you got introduced to Joseph?
Very passionate.
And he's always ready to go.
He's ready to go. He's clapping his hands, and he said he's ready to go.
If he is there, he is ready to go.
Let's go. Yeah, so that's great. And I want Joseph to hear a little something from y'all that he may not hear when we're there. So, because you've been 2 times and Carmen's been 3 times, how much, reflecting back to your first trip compared to this trip to this year, what has changed in you? What has changed from the first trip to this trip? So
everything. Even my children, I have 2 children, and they say that I've changed a lot.
That's great.
Yeah. More humble, less to get angry, just more grateful, I guess, for everything.
Okay, that means that it has had effect on your family.
Absolutely.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that.
What about you, Carmen?
I had been out of the country, but I had never been. It was my first mission trip. It was my first time. It was a new continent. It was the first time in a new continent, and the first time in a new country. God shows you how blessed you are when you start thinking, I don't have. You to be here is to be blessed, and the very, very least we can do is to go and bless someone else, whether it's with our time or our money, our love, just the compassion that we can show people. And you get to meet the Spirit, the same Spirit that dwells in us dwells there. And that's just the most amazing thing. I probably had the best time in our village this year just because watching people dance, and I was like, this is what heaven will be like. Heaven will be everyone dancing and no one caring about, is it okay? It was just an amazing time every night at the village, watching them dance. And I was like, I can't wait to go, because it's going to be, if it's anything, if that's a taste of heaven, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
And you mentioned, the first trip is, the way I like to describe it, is kind of sensory overload.
Absolutely.
Does that sound adequate? Okay.
Very much so.
And then once you come back the next year, that's kind of been settled, and then you start looking at things differently, and you start seeing things a little differently. How did the Ghanaian people speak into you on this trip compared to your first trip? How did you receive what did you receive back? Because you talked about going to bless people.
Well, it's just,
but what did you receive back?
We go to bless them and they end up blessing us just with their love, with their, just their kindness, the smallest kindnesses. If you have someone who is taking a brush made of sticks and sweeping out the area, a brush, like a broom made of sticks. And there was a guy who came up to me and he said, please sit down. He said, I'm worried about your waist. I know he's talking about my back. He's like, please sit down. Please. The care and compassion that they have while you're helping them, they do everything that they can to make you feel like you have just, like you're at home.
Like you're a part of the family.
It's just that for them, it's like they're just the kindest, compassionate, industrious people. They just are amazing. They're amazing.
That's good.
Yeah. I met a little girl named Winifred this time. I'm trying not to cry. And her grandmother broke bread with me. And for me, that was huge because in their culture, that's a big thing too. And she would help me out and she would kind of translate on during worship, what was happening. And she would tell me what was next and what I need to be doing. And she was like, you are now, like her mom at the very end, the very last day, she said, you are now a part of our family. Would you be her godmother? It was great.
I didn't know that till right now. Wow. And I guess the thing, what would you tell somebody that was sitting here watching this and just kind of tuning in and well, okay, I'm interested and that's why I'm here listening. What would be your words to speak into that, to say, maybe you need to take that step to become part of the team?
Go. If you feel like that God is asking you to do that, just go. It will change your perspective on every single part of your life. Not just your faith. It will, we live our faith in our lives every day, but you will know what it's truly like to be blessed and to be a blessing. And you will learn what an attitude of gratitude really is consistently. It will be an adventure. Sometimes it's an adventure, but just go and see. Trust him. Trust God. If he asks you to go, he's planned it. God's already planned it. You just have to be willing to go along with him.
Yeah, go. You won't regret it. There is no regrets. Absolutely none.
The one thing that kind of checks me up, and I think this is my 7th or 8th year going, and I was in the same thing the first time. It was somewhere I said I'd never go, and then I decided to go, and then it just changed the whole trajectory of my life, and my vocation and everything changed as a result of my trip. But the thing that gets me every year is, and what I try to value is the pace, because we're wide open, and there's no other way to put it. And just that week away to where you're not always on time, in a good way, and your phone may work, it may not work, and okay, we're not on the schedule we had planned is absolutely not going to work out at all, but we're here and we're going to do this. That is the thing that I try to bring back with me, and it works on me each and every year. And Has that impacted y'all any, or is that,
Absolutely.
have y'all reflected on that?
Absolutely. In our village,
Mm-hmm.
some of them waited 45 minutes for prayer because Mavis, his wife, and Julie, they prayed for people, and they would wait for so long just to be prayed for. And here we wait 15 minutes past our time at a doctor's office, and we are absolutely complaining and looking at our watch and looking at our phone like, gosh, I need to be somewhere else. I need to be somewhere else. But they waited 45 minutes sometimes just for prayer. And that got to me so much and touched my heart completely.
And it's just, go ahead, Carmen. You got anything?
Well, no, I was thinking, even for the medical care, and it was basic medical care, but the wait, like Dalton said, if we're at the doctor's office and we've been sitting there 10 minutes, we're looking at our watch and already wanting to go up there and talk. They're just very patient people. And, again, just always very grateful and, ready to come and help you up or down off of wherever you're at. And it does, going somewhere like Ghana does teach you that, it's okay to take time. It's okay. Wherever you're supposed to be, you're going to be. Don't try to outrun God. Because there's times when we're in the van or we're somewhere and we're just like waiting. And God had to teach me again this year, along with my gratitude, is like, why are you trying to run the show, Carmen? Like, you're not in charge. And again, that's the American mindset of, well, we got to go. Mm-hmm. But if God's doing it, it's God's work and he'll get done. And so, yeah, learn to be patient and learn that you don't have to always, you don't always have to be in a rush. It's not necessary.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
Because in some of those moments is where the beauty really shows up for me, and the wait and the ability to just stand around and talk to folks and pray with them and sit there with the kids, which there's always plenty of them that color and, it's just that's what I take from it. I mean, there's so much in that, and we get the ability to actually do services at night in the villages and the church we plan and crusades, and Dalton was with my team this year, and it was just that was really a special place because that last night is when all the men came up, and that's something that I'd never really witnessed. It was before to see that many men come forward at one time in a village to step up and be the leaders and take the charge. So that was just, I'm still reeling from processing all of that personally. But, you remember your words?
Village.
Village.
Mine was gratitude.
Gratitude. What I'm challenged them to do this year was I told them that they needed to reflect on the week, and I asked them at the end, the last night we were together, to sum their week up in one word. And I think, Dalton, you said yours was village and Carmen's was gratitude. Has that showed back up since you've gotten back? Is that something? Have you had a reflection on that, or that's kind of a?
Well, yeah, I
didn't prep y'all for that question.
I think there's just so much that I'm involved with the recovery, with Celebrate Recovery here, and so I spend a lot of time trying to cultivate gratitude and trying to encourage other people to cultivate gratitude. But God will take you somewhere and he will just like put you down in a situation, an environment, and he will use that to teach you that, I'm grateful for everything that I have, but I also know how much gratitude I had for every person there in Ghana, Joseph and his people there at his guest house that are just precious people that that just have so much love. And so I just think, it ends up just evolving and getting bigger and bigger and becoming a bigger part of my life of how much I have to be grateful for and how much gratitude and not attitude I should have.
Oh.
God's still working, listen, he's still chiseling it out on me. So.
Good. Did you come up with anything?
No, I don't know.
I'm good at putting y'all on the spot. So,
You are.
I am. So that's part of this. So, Joseph, hearing that, do you have any questions for them that now that they've shared a little bit of their heart that you may not, you don't really get to hear when we're there?
Yeah, but I just want to say that I really appreciate the work that you're doing there, going to the field and the environment, the people, how they are, and you can just accommodate such a situation. And you are always happy with the people, especially the children. See how the children will come to you and all that, and nobody shout on them. Any moment you come out, the children want to be with you. And that alone, because whenever you plant a church and you have children in the church, that means that the church has a future. The church is going to grow because the children will come and if you're able to handle them well. So I'm praying that this church will have some people who are really good with children ministry to handle these children that come to the crusade. And that will be very, very good because sometimes we have crayons and they'll be writing, drawing, and all that. These are some of the things that help the children to follow. So I really appreciate the work that you've been doing, and you are not mad about anybody, whatever it is. And then the food that we eat, some of you are not used to, but you have to adjust yourself to whatever the Lord has prepared for you because you are on mission. And my joy is all the week that you'll be there, we don't see anybody feeling sick, that Joseph had to rush the person to the hospital or anything of that sort. And we want to thank God for that.
Amen. All righty. I know that was a brief snapshot, but please reach out if you have any questions. Go to christnc.com, shoot us a message. We'd love to talk with you, answer any questions about it. And now that you've seen two faces here that have been on the trip, hey, if you see them in the lobby, grab them and ask them some questions. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be ready. We put them on the spot a lot, so they should be ready to answer any question that you have. And want to thank Joseph and Dalton and Carmen for being here. But hey, we've got a part 2 of this coming, and we're going to have a husband and wife that went together for the first time this year. So you're getting ready to hear a whole nother perspective. So come check that part 2 out. Y'all have a good week.